And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, dude, just break down your song and you go, let me go.
Do it on the show before the rhyming backstage. Dan's going to walk in and I'm going to be standing in front of Kid Rock going, right, hit the rebel, yeah. And he's going to be like, he's going to be looking at you like, hey, can you get your boy?
Do you know this guy? I go, he's a big fan.
Who knew?
He's just a big fan. I go, honestly, I just want to tell you, that song always makes me think of Taker. And he goes, in 03. And I go, Dead Man Inc.
You guys are best friends?
Yeah. And
damn, dude, you steal him from me like that?
And then we're watching AEW together or WWE together because he's a big mark.
Shane's getting him later. They're going to talk. They're going to get to talking Trump.
Oh, dude.
And it's on.
You're done. But also, Chris Porter's here. We've talked about it. He's the X Factor. He's actually friends with Kid Rock.
Shane can get in with Chris Porter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Chris Porter rules.
Ground level. No, I'm saying, for sure. But I'm saying, like, he'll get in with Chris. It'll be fine. They're going to be the fucking,
Do you want to go out drinking all night with Kid Rock and Shane?
Do it, dude. That's what it's going to take.
No.
If you don't want to do that, he's going to take your girl.
He's taking him, for sure.
Kid Rock's going to be like, man, I thought I was an American badass, but Shane Gillis is an American badass. He's going to license Shane to walk out to that song. He's just going to be, he's like, hey, man, you got carte blanche. Whenever you want to fucking work.
He dubbed the American badass?
Yeah. He's like, he goes, dude, I've never done this before, but I want to make you a knight in my American badass army. And
he goes, Jay, why don't you go get us some drinks to celebrate? Huh?
Yeah. Jay, you were complaining about the stairs.
Yeah, Jim. Hey, Jim, why don't you get us what?
It's Jay.
It's Jay. He goes, yeah.
Hey, Large,
I knew.
Hey,
it's 3 letters. It would start with a J.
Hey, Large Jim. Why don't you go get us
Big J. Sure it is, man. Why don't you do me a favor and get us a couple of whiskeys for me and my new friends?
Dude, me and American Badass Junior.
That's 4 whiskeys? He goes, no, man, 3 whiskeys. He goes, what, are you going to have one too? You weirdo? I thought you don't drink whiskey because you're a lady.
What if Josh Adam Myers steals him?
Nah, no way.
Kid Rock wants to keep him like the smaller guy in Island of Monroe that plays the piano.
Yeah.
So Josh can play the piano on top of Kid Rock's piano.
I do think Kid Rock would love Josh if he saw him open up the jam.
He's going to.
Is he going to be there?
Or he's just going to...
You think Kid Rock's not coming to the Kid Rock Comedy Jam? No, he's coming.
God, if he's a no-show... I'll tell you what, if he's a no-show, he just got a new fan out of this guy.
He breaks all our hearts. I'll be there, guys.
If he Gary's the whole fucking
Mr.
night,
Rock promise?
Done. If it just turns up on Instagram with a lady in the Bahamas, I'm a new Kid Rock fan.
Do you think by the end of the night I'm calling him Bob? Or do you think I never say a name at all? I'm not going to call him Kid Rock.
I think you go Louis J. Gomez route and you call him Mr. Rock.
Yeah, he goes, Bob's fine. Mr. Bob Rock. Yeah. Mr. Bob Kid Rock.
Mr. Bob Rock.
Mr. Kid Bob Rock.
If you get to Bob.
Or he goes, Bob, and I go, he goes, Bobby, do you want to? He goes, Don't do that.
Don't throw in the water. What will be even better is if you start calling him Bob, and then you're like, I'm really in with him, and then you see Shane, and he's like, yeah, I was out at his estate. We were riding horses and shooting.
Yeah, he said I can call myself Bob.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can call me Bob.
He started calling me Bobby. And you're like, oh damn it! Oh
Jesus, he didn't mind when you did it.
Man, I would love to go horseback riding at Kid Rock's estate.
You don't even know if that's a thing.
I bet it's a thing.
I bet he's got an in-ground trampoline.
I don't even know if he has an estate. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't think Kid Rock has an estate?
He's definitely got land out here.
He's building a house to look like the White House.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he is, I think.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's Kid Rock,
he's American.
That does not track
He's a
at
patriot.
all.
He's never performed out of the country, and he owns a jet. He's doing something. He knows. He found a way to tap into those hillbills, dude.
He's absolutely performed out of the country before.
He just says he won't anymore.
Well, yeah. He had to tour. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's done a lot of out of the country touring.
No, he said he doesn't like to tour out of the country. He likes his own bed.
I get it. I'm with him also.
So he just flies back home every night after a show?
No, not necessarily. He just doesn't go to Japan.
Well, he's missing out on a massive market. Those people are good fans.
Yeah?
They'll stick with you.
White rap?
Dude.
For white rap / country /
I don't know.
Rock?
For amusing comedy, they love it. I go over there. I do the run.
I hope by the end of the night I'm wearing his cowboy hat and his glasses, like a fat chick he's going to fuck.
Do you want? You're sitting on Kid Rock's lap as he's telling stories.
Is there a mechanical bull at his place? I'm going to ride it like a slut.
He goes, yeah, dude.
I'm going to make him. I go work this. I'm going to tell the mechanical bull worker. I'm like, yo, make this thing make my titties pop out.
Goes,
you know what's up? Hello, Kid Rock.
Who's the voluptuous guy with the red hair?
Who's the buxom fellow over there on the fucking mechanic? On Tessie. They got some name for the bull.
Yeah.
Who's the fucking hog on Tessie?
If you just, man, I want you, as your friend who knows you very well, I want you to get in with Kid Rock enough that you can talk about Pam.
Here's what happens with a lot of things in my
just knowing
that's not happening tonight.
No, I know, but I'm saying we go long-term goals.
I am a long-term fan of somebody, and then somebody else who's not a fan of them at all, really.
That's how it always happens.
Comes in and is just their best friend, and then I'm like, oh, I'm actually like...
Yeah, that's how it always works.
So we see it's like Stanhope's like, oh yeah, me and Marilyn Manson. I go, dude, I know every Marilyn Manson song from 97 to... Or before that.
Yeah, Dean Del Rey's
all his music up until like fucking 3 albums ago. I know every goddamn song. I bet Doug Stanhope couldn't name 3 Marilyn Manson songs. I mean, it doesn't matter now. You could have him now, Stanhope. It turns out he's not a great dude.
But every time I've seen Dean Del Rey, he's like, oh man, I had Josh Homme on my podcast again. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. He goes, he's great. He says he wants to have a barbecue at my house.
Yeah, he's coming to my shows.
But you can't come.
Man, our voices really are just fell dog.
Yeah, we only have 3.
It's like 3 different voices.
All of our friends are 3 voices.
It's like 20 people with 3 voices.
It's just varying levels of gruff of that same voice.
Yeah. Are you talking about Kid Rock? Did you find his house?
No, I'm trying to find it. It says Joe Rogan talked about it.
Oh, so you're saying the whole thing was a made-up story? You said?
No, it says he has a 27,000 square foot mansion that looks just like the White House, but I can't find a picture of it.
It's weird if the interior looking like the White House would be too much. You'd walk in and you'd be like, what are you doing? This looks like a museum.
Yeah?
Yeah, the White House is like a boring office.
When Kid Rock went on Howard Stern, he talked about all of his stuff. Private jet, huge. And then he was the first one. He was big on Toto toilets before that was a thing.
Toto toilets?
The toilet that cleans your asshole and then dries it for you. I don't think it pats it, but it feels like it's probably getting pat.
Give a little kiss,
pat.
A little kiss on the cheek.
Maybe a little poof of powder at the end.
Yeah, but wait, does he have a Toto on his private jet?
I think he does.
Damn. Shitting in the sky with a nice toilet like that, you have absolutely made it. Comfort shitting?
My God. If I could shit in an airplane,
I never even thought about how nice a bathroom is on a private jet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the ones I only one of those ones was Schumer for the Oddball. And like, I don't recall the bathrooms being any of that. Those planes are fucking actually extremely small. So like the bathrooms didn't seem any more comfortable than a regular one. Other than it's like, it's probably not well kept. It's nicer looking ultimately, but it's like the same size.
Those cross country planes where you can stand up in the bathroom and you have a little room. Those might be the only ones I could probably duke if I have to in the sky.
I still wouldn't, but I will say I still wouldn't. But if I could open knee shit on a plane that was my plane,
I feel that way about when you see a private jet when they got a bed in it, and I'm like, dude, imagine a full bed. Imagine having bedtime in the sky.
Indicative of our goddamn friends. I remember daydreaming.
Yeah.
When we were writing the Legion of Skanks script, it's over a decade ago, right? And we were daydreaming about like, yeah, the show takes off, and then we get to tour together. Like, often it was me, Justin, Dave, and Lewis writing the thing. I go, we can all tour together. I at that point had done the Korn tour, and stuff. So I was like, and Mayhem Fest. So I was like, yo, tour bus ruled. And it would rule for real
if it was us.
If it was like my friends exclusively, not making.
Which is what
I made friends on. I was fine.
Yeah,
which is what Nate's doing, right?
Yeah,
which is great. I was like, and I was daydreaming that over a decade ago. And here we are, a decade and a half later. I'm still not planning my bus tour.
Yeah,
in the daydream, I was like, yeah, dude, and they have the different kind of buses. I found out because the Korn guys had the tour buses had a choice of 9 bunks.
Yeah.
Or whatever, just the bunks. You can make them however.
Sure.
And then in the back, the Star Lounge, they call it, is the big bed.
Just to set the scene, though.
Yeah.
This is you writing down and looking out a window. And then you go, yeah. Then you go back to the script.
Well, what I said was that I was like, look, but the bus we would all should get is get the bunks. We can stay in the bunks. Who cares who gets to the back? Like, we don't need a back bedroom. Also, the back bedroom can be another lounge where you can, like, hang and smoke pot and watch TV and play video games. I brought my Xbox on that thing. I'm like, it's the greatest thing in the world. And I swear to you, I think Justin and Lewis right away were like, yeah, I need like my own space on something like this. I'm like, guys, it's not even happening.
It's a daydream.
It's a daydream. You guys are already seeing the problems.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know, like showering at a rest stop.
Also, we're only going to be able to get so many markets on a bus. We're going to have to fly.
I'm like, I'm not showering at a truck stop. Guys, this isn't even happening. I'm just trying to daydream about us smoking pot and playing video games while going from Oklahoma to Utah or whatever.
Like, we don't want to do that with you.
Yeah. Well, Nate's got...
No, they didn't want to do it with each other. They were like, I don't know. You know how we get. We bicker.
Nate is probably, I'd say, the best person to go on a bus tour with because he's married. He doesn't drink anymore. So it's like fun because if you go on one where they drink and you don't, that's got to be so chaotic. Which when you're growing up and you watch the movies and they show people in tour buses and the one guy's like, guys, he's always like the nerd of the group. And then you grow up and you're like, fuck, I'd be that guy.
We had the best time when we were on the bus because it was production and we were the only non-production on the bus. And so everybody would go to sleep at like 11 and we'd have the whole front of the bus to ourselves. That's fun. The bus driver smoked and would let us go up front and just smoke cigarettes.
Great.
So we'd just hang out in the front of the bus, getting drunk, and then go smoke with the driver. It was fantastic.
Just a guy making insane union rates to drive you throughout the night. And he's like, fuck yeah, I'm rip butts with you.
Great dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Guy was a good dude.
Those Teamsters get fucking money.
Yeah, and they have to, like, they're so... that was the funniest thing in the world to me was the 2 Cents guys, the guys that played my special and everything. Those guys, that was their first tour bus ever on a tour.
Yeah. When
I was on the Corn thing with them. And they got their, everything's like another expense. So one of them was driver, and they got their buddy to drive it. It was a CDL. And dude, they used to tell, it was funny, just a guy, one of their boys. So the best part was they go, with our bus driver, who's like, the by the book.
Sure.
His name is Max. He was just like, been driving for 50 years. He's like, no, I have to drop you off. I have to be at the hotel by so-and-so. I guess I have to get like 8 hours of sleep. And then I go, I always find like a nice steakhouse and I have a steak. And then I come back and start getting the bus ready at midnight so we can head out again. And I'm like, he was so by the book about it. And the 2 Cents guys, I remember seeing them like nightly, like talking to them while they're setting up their equipment behind me doing comedy. They go, can you believe this motherfucker? Like, there are dudes in there in the back just talking to chicks, and like you see him holding up like 2 drinks in his hands and partying. I mean, like, dude, you're going to murder us.
Yeah, he goes, technically, we don't have to leave tonight. If I had 2 reasons to stay.
We're like, will you look at this asshole? I think it was, and by the way, it was even one of those worst situations, which I bet this brings up stories for everybody. It was one of theirs friends.
Yeah.
You know that move where you think it's like, yo, dude, we're all brothers, but your boy sucks. It was the thing I had with Lewis and Dave years ago with their friend Wes when me and him just oil and water on a weekend.
I remember watching.
I like Wes. I've hung with Wes like several times since. Wes is a great kid, but like it just wasn't my hat. You know what I mean? Like,
one of the lines I heard from Wes, I only met him once, but he said, "Up your shoe game, bro."
I watched.
These are Salvatore Ferraganos. Up your shoe game, bro.
I watched UFC 100. With Lewis, Dave, and Wes.
Yeah.
I went over their house and I like brought warm beers in my winter coat. And I was like, let's rip it. And I was like, who's this guy? This guy's mad I'm pounding Keystone Lights by the fire escape.
How did they meet Wes?
I don't know. I
selling tickets.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, he was just doing ticket sales, the street ticket sales for comedy clubs.
Yeah, man, when you have a friend and they have a friend that you hate and you just have that moment where you're like, I'm not doing it.
It's not even hate. It's just when they come in.
Oh, I'm talking about hate.
Hate? Well,
not hate, but like.
Just combining friends can always be. I had a big one. I had Rebecca and like my childhood best friend together in Vegas. And I was like, please get along. Please get along. Please. And they did. And she got along with Bobby Hutch too. It all went swimmingly. But we did start. She got a Ben Roethlisberger tattoo, and we started making fun of him for having a rapist on her leg. Yeah, and that rubbed her the wrong way a little bit, but we got out of it.
I mean, because she's got a lifetime thing, but also Big Ben on your leg. You gotta be a big Steelers fan.
Oh, she's way on board.
Damn,
it's her whole leg.
And he wouldn't have to rape her.
Full leg. She'd be like, take me, Ben. I'll meet you in that bathroom stall.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I kind of don't want it now.
Yeah. Well, now that you're giving it.
I don't know. I'm kind of retired and I miss the chase.
Would you mind scratching my face? That would be pretty chill.
Can you not grow hair on your fucking legs where my face is?
But I mean, yeah, they just bringing someone in and that, hey, look.
Not even bringing someone in, dude.
Hey, look, we had a text thread situation.
Oh, dude, you brought a guy who blew it up. I mean, you got side calls from everyone in that group thread. Everyone in that group thread called Jay on the side. I was like, the fuck are you doing bringing this guy in here?
I can't believe he just did it, without talking to anybody.
I didn't just do it. It's not true. I asked.
It was kind of a 1-2 that was a little quick. The 1-2 was like, hey guys, I'm thinking about, but he's in. And you're like,
I asked, and everyone was like, if you think so.
I think everyone
was being like a polite, we'll see.
If you could have heard the text, it would have sounded like this.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Without a doubt.
I get that. I wanted to post a picture one time, and the group response was I was like, fine, I guess I won't fucking post it.
Yeah. But it was like, and then came in and just did not do well.
Did not do well. Right out of the gates, failed.
Bragged.
It was weird. It's not the spirit of the thread.
It wasn't. I had my friend, one of my best friends, moved from Colorado to New York, and his brother came out, and I'm very close with his brother, and we were hanging out. His brother, I love his older brother, always have. He's like got me a fake ID when I was in high school. He like gave me his ID. Fucking rules. He had a friend that lived in New York, and we were like hanging out, and we were like getting drunk, and I was like, this guy I don't know, is he talking shit, or am I not getting his jokes? Because I'll always do that first. I'll be like, maybe I'm dumb, and I'm not.
You don't always do that first.
Well, you
don't become 0 to 60 Dan by always doing that first.
I blow up in my own thing, but before I let it out, I always go, I'm probably wrong. Yeah,
while the fuse is still going.
No, I'm inside. I'm imploding. Like, I'll fucking kill you, dude. Don't fucking look at me like. And then out of my mouth, I'm like, hey, what did you mean by that?
Yeah, what's their story?
He was just like a college friend of Josh's, and so he'd like be around or whatever. And then hung out like twice. He loved the Seahawks, and I was like, all right, I'll let that slide. But then you kind of like bust my balls in a way where I'm like, me and you aren't cool like that, so you need to stop doing that. And finally, this is years. I'm just like, I would see the guy and roll my eyes and be like, fuck, this dude's here. And we were at Josh's wedding, and he started talking, and I was like, are you always this big of a prick? I just let it go there at the wedding. I was like, hey, dude, we're not friends. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to talk.
That's what I did to Wes in the car. It was awkward.
Yeah, and it is always...
Couldn't take it anymore.
Dude, when you hit that point, where you're like, it's like...
And in fairness to Wes, always I say, he was so aloof to all of it.
But that's the thing.
So his thing is like, he's like, man, we're having a great time with great people. And I'm like, dude, you fucking cocksucker. And he's like... Sup,
he was just silently irritating you the whole. Did Lewis and Dave know that he was irritating him?
He didn't even feel the thing. I'd get irritated, and then I'd be like, say this way. He goes, guys, I gotta go smoke a cigarette or something. And I
gotta get out of here.
I go outside, and like one of them would come with me or something, and be like, sorry, dude. I know he's like a lot, but he's a good dude. They go, like, he's a really good dude. But he's like, dude, he was. I remember the straw on the thing of the one day where I had to go outside was watching. It was crazy. We were watching a movie. The Strangers with Liv Tyler and it's like a home invasion horror.
Oh yeah, where they have the weird masks.
Yeah. And we're watching that in a hotel room. Yeah, and this is like broke. We're broke. It's 2 beds, 1 room.
Yeah, so
we're sharing. So it's two guys per bed, and we're just sitting there on me and Dave's bed, and whatever.
My snuggle bud.
Where the magic happens.
AKA Big Spoon, Little Spoon. AKA.
We were watching this movie, and he was sitting on the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
And Lewis was just kind of like watching from like.
He's like, why don't you come to bed?
No, why
don't you crawl back here?
It was this. I mean, he's watching. Face almost directly in front of the TV, and he was just living the movie. I mean, he was like, he's like, no, he's not. He goes, why would he? That's so stupid that he even go in. I mean, every step of the movie, and I'm looking at them, going, like, guys, you wouldn't say, like, you guys aren't organically just saying something to him about this?
Yeah.
And they're like, they really seem to have a thing like, that's how Wes watches movies, man.
He gets involved, dude. It's an immersion. He likes to be immersed.
He lives it.
Yeah, dude, he gets into it. I had this roommate when I first moved to Queens, like, I found the apartment I lived in for 15 years. I found it on Craigslist under no realtor.
That's not what Jeff Goldblum wants you to do.
Apartments.com. I'll remember. But I showed up and the guy was like, Anthony was like, yeah, it's 3 bedrooms. It's like 2.5, the windowless room. He's like, yeah, it's
3 bedroom if one of you doesn't need oxygen.
If one of you's a lizard, you would do real well. And he's like, it's a 3 bedroom, 2,200. And it was just Vic and I, so I didn't have a third. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it, because I just needed an apartment, because I need to get out of Jersey. And I was like, yeah, I'll just take it. I'll take the apartment. I'll find a third. And I went and I was playing softball for the restaurant league, and I just yelled it out at a Dose softball game. I'm like, does anybody need an apartment for like the third? And this guy, Mark, was like, I'll do it. And God bless him. one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in my life.
But
would try, when he knew comics were over, because he knew I was a comedian, he would try to be funny, but he would like try, and it would never hit. And Vic would just be like in the back with his head on his, it's just like that when he'd be bombing. We watched the 2007 NFC Championship game or playoff game. Packers. It was Brett Favre's last game as a Packer. Was playing the New York Giants. And Joe List and I were getting hammered at my apartment watching our shitty TV. And Mark walked in and just sat behind us trying to be funny in his chair. And I watched Joe List take it like he was getting fucking like baseballs thrown at his back. He would make a joke and Joe would go, all right. And then that like Boston way, he'd go, what does that even mean? He would just start saying shit where he'd be like, that doesn't even make sense. And then at halftime, he's like, let's go get more beers. And we walk outside and it was snowing and I lit up a cigarette and Joe List goes, that's the unfunniest person I've ever met in my life. And he's like, don't make me go back in there for the second half. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And thank God had work. But Joe's like, I'm going to explode. Because inevitably, if you explode in those situations,
you're the asshole.
It's plane, trains, and automobile.
Yeah, that person.
You're always
like,
Steve Martin.
I didn't know I was, annoying.
I like
They
me.
never know they're annoying.
Mean. That's why when you said you exploded at West, I was like, you explode.
They literally, when Dave and Lewis explained to me, because in that back and forth, he goes, it was like a thing I exploded. Right? I go, dude, you are fucking like dumb, dude. I go, what's going on? And I just exploded. And he was like, damn, dude, you're acting like a bitch. And that's when I stopped the car. And we started to think, and those guys explained to me later that night, even they go, dude, here's what happened from his perspective. He goes, I'm not saying. They're like, all the annoying things, sure, you're right.
Also, you have a mountain of evidence.
He thinks it's all, because again, you have to remember, so Dave and Lewis, they explain this to me all the time now. It's funny. We've all been friends for 15, 16 years now, at least. It's funny that like, Dave and Lewis viewed me in a different way, just because I was working some clubs in the city. So they were like, I was headlining some small things, and they were like, this guy's making it. So Wes was one of their ticket guys also at one point. He's friends with them from that world. So they're like, he thinks it's awesome he's hanging with me. So then the guy who he's like, they're like, dude, he thinks like you're the funniest guy. You know what I mean? Like he came to all their shows always and stuff. He goes, and then all of a sudden you're just yelling at him. So he goes, I think he didn't even, I don't think he was calling you a bitch. I think he was just like shocked. Was just kind of like, you're a bit, like he was just like fighting back.
Yeah.
Like, am I being yelled at by this guy? And I'm like, ooh.
Did you apologize?
Maybe. I don't know if we ever apologized to each other. Then just like, I think we saw each other both at Eastville.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, like water under the bridge, dude. That was just like, there's a lot going on that weekend.
Because you tossed that out. Like you tossed that.
No, because I didn't apologize. I didn't really have anything necessarily to apologize for, as much as he didn't have anything to apologize for. He doesn't have to apologize for being who he is. Do you know what I mean?
But man, you let that go.
You're like, I hate who you are.
No, listen, Wes has come out when I've done places in Florida, gigs in Florida without Lewis or anything. Like, he's come out before and like come and hung afterwards and stuff, brought his chick at the time and everything. So yeah, I like Wes. Wes is a good kid.
No, we met up with him in our time together. Right, yeah. So I'm like, he's not, I know he wasn't like, it's just hilarious that you snapped like that.
When I did it,
it's just not my belief. There's people you just oil and water, just like, it's not their world. Me and him don't dwell on the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, so it just wouldn't make sense. I have people who are friends of mine that are like, that's not how I would go the night. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's not but bring people. Did I remember when I was going on the road with Attell and people like my friends from home, not comedians, would come out and stuff, and you bring them back to meet Dave and hang, and you'd feel them like try to say funny stuff or do whatever or give their little quips or something. Like you find yourself next to him going like, he doesn't like that.
Shut up.
He doesn't like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't look at him like that. He doesn't like that.
The one I've already said on this was when I was in Tucson and I started, and all my friends from Denver were down, and we were like, they're like, we're going to come to your show, and they got too drunk, and Fujak put his head down on the table, and they're like, we got to kick your buddy out. And you're like, oh, fuck.
My friends used to like fall asleep at the cabin hammered on PBRs.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Cabin's like a thing. I was like trying to get into that club. I was like trying to work that club, and they're like, hey, did you bring in those, what, laughs?
Oh, I think it's a cabin.
No, Laughs Comedy.
No.
Cafe.
Gotcha.
So technically it's a comedy cafe.
Okay.
But I was trying to get in there, and having your friends show up hammered and one of them fall asleep and then not understand why he's being removed. You're like, shut up. That's when you have to step in. You have to go get him. You're like, hey, come with me. This sucks. And then the next day you're like mad, but they don't understand why you're mad because they don't give a shit about comedy clubs. People that don't care about comedy, they go in like, all right, so there's these rules. You can't really talk out. And they're like, shut up, dork. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to. Those are always the problem.
Can I say something real quick? Thank God. Thank the heavens for Marcus, because our whole crew's sleeping right now in a studio and back at home. Everyone's asleep.
You think they're in their Friday attire? You think they're in their casual Friday?
Are you guys in sweats with your feet up?
I bet Jacob's not even there. I bet he's back in Florida.
Where's Jacob?
I'm here.
Are you?
That sounds like a Zoom here.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in Florida. You said I can hear you smiling.
What are you doing? I hear lizards coming around you.
Sitting right across from Lou in the studio.
Are you now? Mm-hmm. Are you now? Okay. If you say so.
I don't trust
Black Lou?
Christine, check your phone.
Oh, damn, dude. What if they were here?
Dick pic?
What if they were just in the other room and they walked in? Bah!
Christine, what's your phone say? Is it a dick pic from Black Lou?
It says,
we had a couple calls, but I don't have the phone line visible.
Oh, dude, that'd be great if they were like, hey, what's up, asshole? It's Josh's buddy. It's Josh's buddy. Well, how can we bring up the calls?
I didn't like you.
I'm going to have him take a picture of it.
Yeah, dude, that's fine.
Is there anything sound interesting, Lou?
Yes.
That watermelon's really good.
Lauren from Virginia. She just wanted to say hi, but she sounds a little inebriated.
Was she day
Could
drunk?
be a great conversation. Oh, yeah.
Lauren from
Virginia.
She goes, I'm on the lam. I just shot a guy at a grocery store. This is bad. I want to call in.
She just sounds drunk and called?
Dude, I wonder what it's like just to get hammered and be like,
have you ever done this?
Dude, one time when I was leaving Tucson, when I was moving to New York, I got hammered the night before I left. And then I just was so hungover when I woke up, I started drinking again. Mm-hmm. When I went to the airport, and I was drunk, and I called into KFMA before I left.
Hammered.
I was like, Matt Spry! He was DJing, and he was like, can I do a lunch blocks? And he was like, what?
Fucking rock block.
I go, do a rock block, a system of a down.
Non-stop rock. Commercial free for 20 minutes.
Do 40 minutes non-stop New Rock on Tucson's only New Rock. KFMA, 92.1, 101.3. Which it's not anymore.
See, what are you figuring out? You're doing a Sudoku.
It was a code thing to get into my account.
Codes.
Day drinking is possibly one of the only things I miss. Baseball drinking and day drinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Day drinking makes the night foggy.
Then you just don't do it. You just day drink and then that's it. Then you just go home and have an early night.
Marcus, you're not a raging alcoholic, are you?
I live in Nashville. We're all raging alcoholics.
Okay. Well, it's an even one. Dead heat there, DJ Lou.
I knew I liked that guy.
We're functioning alcoholics here in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's open carry here. You can walk around the street.
You can if it's only if it's come from your house, but not from the bar.
Really? So if you have it in like a homemade cup,
you can walk around with it.
Really? Yeah. Why don't you just bring a homemade cup with you, and then when you're leaving the bar, be like,
I mean,
is that basically it? That's the workaround.
That's kind of the workaround, but getting
like
the cup
that.
into the bar is kind of an issue.
They go, what's this #1 dad mug? And you're like, fucking don't worry about it. I carry it with me wherever I go.
Yeah. If you lived here, DJ Lou, you'd be dead, or you'd be wearing like one of those Boss Hog suits.
Yeah.
You would just become Nashville, just a rhinestone cowboy walking through the streets.
You guys know Lou Witzke, the colonel of the parking lots in Nashville?
He's got a fleet of barely legals hanging out with him all the time.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of weird Eastern European quote unquote models.
Jacob, remember when I was driving everybody home after the shows Friday, and Justin seemed like he just wanted to keep talking about jerking off?
He just kept talking about jerking off.
He's like, you guys want to talk about it some more?
Oh, you guys want to
funny when he goes, I J.O.'d to this, and I was like, yeah? You want to talk about it or something?
Out of the drawings.
Jacob.
I'm not a fan, Justin.
I was telling Dan, I should have told him before the show because we could have rolled on it, but were you... Was that a show? Was that Saturday show with the husband? There was a husband who, I guess he went to jail at one point. Was that Friday?
It sounds like Saturday.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't when you guys were there. The guy said his kids' names. I asked him if he went to jail before.
That doesn't sound familiar, Jacob. You?
It was a couple, and the husband was like a big, kind of scary looking guy. And I was like, "You guys have kids?" And he was like, "Yeah, 4 boys." And he said all their ages. And his wife was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you knew the ages." And I was like, "Why? Was this guy in jail at some point?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you went to jail?" He's like, "For a bit." And I was like, "What for?" And he goes, "Wow, we're not going to get into that." And I just went, oh, no, I understand. Something gay. And I just pulled off. And he's going to go like, no, I raped and killed my own mother. No, whatever it is. Just don't think it was gay. It wasn't gay.
I robbed a bank and then I burned it down.
Yeah. No, I burned the church down with a bunch of people inside of it. Don't it wasn't gay. Don't say that.
I killed Epstein, and then they let me out. Because I hung him in his cell. Shit, man, I wasn't supposed to say that.
That's what I'll say to anybody who doesn't want to tell me why they went to jail for the rest of my life. I'll be like, no, it's cool. Understood. Gay stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that. No.
I killed a male hooker.
I wonder if sodomy is still illegal anywhere.
Look it up. You're the one sitting in front of the computer. Fucking pop that into Google.
Why? You trying to move there?
Yeah.
It's one of the best Family Guy things. Remember that? He goes, I wonder if sodomy is like, okay. Was sodomy okay in the Jewish religion? And Lois is like, I hope not, Meg. I really hope not. Yeah. Slender and Peter's like, it is, Lois.
I heard it.
It is.
Alabama, Florida, Idaho, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas, and Utah still have prohibited consensual sexual activity laws that ban sodomy, though the language and the punishments in these laws can vary significantly. So I'm just saying,
Tennessee's not on there?
No, but guess
Tennessee.
what?
Watch your ass tonight, Dan.
You just both of us, Christine and I, both just have to play defense until Thursday because we get to Texas, and then the great state of Texas will cover our butts.
Oh my God! Let you lay belly down on the bed, dude. I'm going nuts to butts on you, dude.
This is like
it's legal here.
This is like the butt sex.
Sue me for what?
This isn't the purge. This is like
the forever purge.
Yeah, this is the purge, but with butt sex. Where you're like, it's legal here.
It's legal here. Hey everyone, great news! Sodomy's legal here. This place is progressive. I know Tennessee's still a red state, but it's pretty progressive over here in Nashville.
Call line number 1. The guy went golfing. And Kid Rock followed him.
You want to take that? We have 2 calls.
He said it was
still interesting.
The high one. It's like
maybe.
Yeah,
but we take the. He said he was on a golfing trip with Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Well, no, near Kid Rock.
What's his name?
He dropped.
He dropped.
Yeah.
Bitch. How about the other one?
You want to talk to Lauren?
Is it good?
I don't know. Lou talked to her.
Black Lou?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You vouching for this?
No, I'm just saying Travis is still there if you want to talk to him. He said Kid Rock was playing behind him, and he was very disappointed in how Kid Rock was.
It'd be funny if it's just about his golf game. He's like, dude, golf game sucked ass. His approach shots.
He got like the way he was acting is because like, what, did you have to take a bunch of mulligans because you were too slow? Don't fuck up behind Kid Rock, dude.
Yeah, don't get rushed. Travis, you there?
I'm here, but I didn't play golf with Kid Rock. I think he's got the wrong guy.
That's hilarious.
Well, all right. Well, nice to see you,
I got.
Travis, are you high and are named Lauren?
No, I'm high, but I'm not named Lauren.
Okay.
So I wanted to tell you guys about the last time I got arrested was at Kid Rock's, where you're at tonight.
The hockey tonk?
Yeah. I went there on a work trip. Which is
nice, dude. Getting locked up on a work trip fucking rules.
That is awesome.
Dude, Travis, fuck those other 2 callers. We found gold. Dude, getting popped in front of your fucking...
At Kid Rock's bar? You should have got a promotion, whatever your job is.
I go, son, I haven't seen that kind of gumption since I started this company. The way you told that big-breasted waitress to shut up and move along those drink orders, God damn it, you're boardroom material.
2 whiskeys, dingbat. What do you think? I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up there, and like I was just, I don't know, it was like the power of that place. When I walked in, I saw the big fucking eagle and like the God Bless Rock. I don't know, like I was just having the best like future ass redneck time ever, and I did a bunch of wild turkey shots with some chicks that were on a bachelor party, and I just started firing on the oldest one because that's usually my go-to. Is I can fire on the oldest one, and usually the one with the grayest bush is the winner for the night. And
hell yeah!
I don't know. I somehow got separated from them, and then decided I'm going to go buy some drugs. So I went walking around. Kid Rocks went behind it. Found some nice homeless gentlemen, tried to score some drugs, and the next thing I know, I'm getting Russian leg swept by a fucking cop, like Van Damme, like just legs out from under me. I get up and start running in, toss the drugs, and I get locked up all on a work trip at beautiful Kid Rock's. And I will say that one song, You've Never Met a Motherfucker Like Me, was playing when I got cuffed.
Nice.
So I think,
cool.
all in
Dude,
all...
Did you stop the arrest and go, guys? Listen to the song.
You never met a motherfucker quite
The cops
like
go.
me.
It's true. It's true.
Leg sweeped? Do you think before that a sergeant said, sweep the leg?
And he goes,
was like,
that'll hurt him.
He goes, what? He goes, you got a problem with that? No, Chief.
Oh, this dude, it was some straight out of like Ryukin shit. Like this guy fucking like just it was amazing the way he took me out so quickly. And then like, so when I come to, I'm in the back of the cop car, and the only person I know's number is my boss. So I have to call my boss, who actually left with some of said ladies that we were talking to.
Yeah.
So not only did I not only cock blocked, got arrested, but I did get to keep my job.
That's pretty cool.
So
he goes, Johnson, this better be good. I'm nuts deep in one of those old leathery bachelorettes.
Story short, I hired a lawyer, and it was like it never happened. So if there's one thing I can say to people that are going to Kid Rock's is have a good time. But the Nashville PD is in full effect, and they will catch you when you try to buy some fucking Mexican brickweed off of a homeless man.
And they will use, I would never buy drugs of a homeless person. I figure if they were having that good of drugs, they wouldn't be homeless.
Yeah, what kind of shit product do they have?
Yeah.
They gotta sleep outside.
What are you pushing?
I don't know. If I was trying to score some fucking 6 cent or some like some meth or something, that would have been the case. But
absolutely.
I was all fucked on wild turkey. So like I'm like, oh yeah, this guy looks like that "you gonna get raped" meme from like the mid 2000s. I'll ask him for some weed. I bet he's got weed. And
DJ
I mean,
Lou filed us away on the computer under the whitest stories ever.
Yeah. Dude, it's just funny being in the back and being like, I think you guys all got a bad rap. You're just drunk, talking to homeless people. Yeah, I like you. You guys are all scrappy. Have you had sex with a woman with a gray bush for sure, for real?
100%, my friend.
Wow, how old are you?
I just turned 36 this year, but I've been slamming fucking ham wallets like that probably for the last 12 years. Just fucking giving. Dude, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to not only boost my own ego, but I'm also like just trying to give back to my elders. Like I really feel like sometimes. And well, there's always that thing where older women have something to teach you, but I actually have found that I can teach these older women something. Like I've licked an old woman's butt before, and
she never saw that coming. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, she voted for
and
Carter.
She loved it, right?
Yeah, no, it's cool, but I guess just like once you get past a certain age, and maybe it's hard to like shave your taint and butthole area. I have no idea, but I will.
Or you just give up doing it.
I circumstantially, looking on porn sites the other day, one of the thumbnails was an old lady and a young hot chick blowing a young guy with a big huge dick,
as they're one to do.
So I clicked it because I was like, well, I got to see what this is, and I got to say,
great generational uniter.
Every moment of it looks so dangerous and scary. I mean, they had this old lady on all fours. First of all, at a certain age, their pussies are just open. There's no closing it. It's just always sort of open.
They got this snoring puss.
Yeah, it's like you ever find a sandwich that you had in the bottom of a book bag for too long? It's like that. It's not going back to the way it was. It's still intact.
Let me see your pussy.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, I haven't heard that drop in forever.
It was pretty weird watching an old lady get doggy style fucked, and I mean old. This lady was like 80s.
I'm gonna just say right now, from the hips, you can't do that to the hips.
You think you can't?
All the impact is going in on that poor lady's brittle hips.
I'll tell you what's funny. The other girl he was giving the biz to, when he would fuck the old lady, he was genuinely taking it easy. He was like not putting it all the way in.
Can I tell you something? You have a lovely touch.
But
thank you for holding me.
But watching the young hot girl eat her puss while the guy was like mouth fucking her over her was really, really weird.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Did you come?
No, I wasn't jerking off to it.
What, were you just watching it and studying it?
Yes.
You're like,
We have a radio show. I have to watch the absurd things and report back. I wasn't jerking off to it. How dare you? I couldn't jerk off. I don't think the geriatric porn does nothing for me. Well, I do find it hilarious.
I always think it's funny that they're the group that fucks the most.
Probably, but watching them be
dead and they're just like, fuck.
But watching them throw down now, especially with like a young guy, is so funny because their bodies are just. There's no such thing as one with a good body.
Yeah, but it's like when old men
doesn't exist.
It's like when old men try to play basketball with young men.
Yeah,
and they dribble different, and they're like, "Oh, you better look out." They like put their forearm out, and you're like, "You can't do that anymore. That's illegal." And they're like, "I grew up playing basketball. I know how to play basketball."
But you can see like their skin moves like around their skeleton.
Is it like Rocky Balboa when he's like the last one where he fought?
No, it's
fought Antonio Tarver.
No, they're always moving like Ric Flair taking bumps now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
dude.
Where it's
they
like
do the 3 steps and fall down on their face.
Yeah, but not just that. No, I'm saying like when they move, like you see their skin moving around their skeleton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, old wrestler body.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just shift.
Jacob, did you just finish for my description?
Grandma, I'm making some soup.
Ugh.
Blech. Let's take a break. We got reads.
Really?
It's 42, dude.
Jesus Christ. Jiminy Christmas.
We got Mike Vecchione coming in.
All right, so as of right now, DJ Lou and Marcus are 1-1, both functioning alcoholics. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll see where we're at.
Thanks to Travis for calling in.
Oh, thank you, Travis, for calling in. That's a fucking great story.
I mean, dude, getting arrested
on a work trip, though, I would also feel like is...
Funny.
It's an awesome story later, but when you're in it, you're like, I'm a million miles from home.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen here. I just saw Requiem for a Dream. They're going to put me in some kind of weird, fucking mean prison camp.
I can't go ass to ass with anybody.
I don't want to. Not anymore. I'm out of college now. We're hanging out. We're kicking it with Marcus over here in Nashville studios. Everybody, it's the Bonfire.
Fortune favors the bold, the strong, the brave. For your business to break out of anything holding you back, you need business checking as brave as you are. Introducing Novo Business Checking. Novo is powerfully simple business checking, and unlike those traditional banking nerds.
Hey, can I tell you something? I saw Novo walking down the street, dark street the other day, and some unruly hooligans were coming down the same side of the street, and I just watched Novo, just kept walking, didn't cross the street or anything.
Yep.
Brave.
They have no minimum balances, no transaction limits, no hidden fees. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo is customized to your business.
Novo actually is overweight and wears a lot of revealing clothing.
And we find that
very
powerful.
Brave.
That's very powerful.
Very brave,
They also
Novo.
have seamless integrations to Stripe, Shopify, QuickBooks Online, and more. Sign up for Novo for free and join the community of over 150,000 fearless small businesses who have found the customizable business checking solution that admires their brave. Sign up for free. Sign up your free business checking account right now at novo.co/bonfire. Plus, Bonfire listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts.
Do you know a lot of people are saying that Novo is the Lizzo of banking, of online banking?
There's a reason it rhymes. Go to novo.co/bonfire to sign up for free. Novo Platform Incorporated is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings, FA, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Your bravery has been acknowledged.
It has. Not with this one. Yeehaw!
Hey, we're all special, right?
Yeah, everyone is.
Christine, what do you think? Mm-hmm. Okay. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that, so they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot. And even, finally, upon my letter writing, they have a Helix Plus mattress for plus-size folks. I took the quiz, and they had to make a new kind of bed for me.
Yeah, they had to construct it like they were trying to go to Mars.
But I am never going to have to be cut out of my house now. I come with the bed. If you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched to, and it comes shipped right to your door with free shipping and a contact-free delivery. You don't ever have to go to a mattress store again, unless you want to, for salacious reasons. Mm-hmm. Helix Sleep was even awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try your mattress out for 100 nights risk-free. Yuck. Helix mattresses are shipped right to your door completely free, and they'll even pick it up for you if you don't like it. But you're going to love it. Right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders. That's $200, up to $200 off at helixsleep.com/bonfire. That's Helix Sleep, HELIX, sleep.com/bonfire. 93% of your life is spent indoors. 97. Oh, this must be an average.
Yeah.
I believe the rest of the world was at 60%, and I brought it up to 93. But so many of our favorite moments are outdoors. Make the most of it with Outer, the new outdoor furniture company with purposely designed furniture to get you outdoors. Outer makes the world's most beautiful and innovative outdoor furniture, all from high-quality, sustainable materials. And it's the only outdoor furniture with outer shell, trademarked, the patented built-in cover that simply rolls out over your cushions to protect them from the rain and dew. Outer's better in every way, with stunning modular designs to customize your space, life-proof material with a nano coating that's water, mold, bleach, and stain resistant. And triple memory foam cushions, comfier than most indoor sofas. Why are we not getting some of these out to Black Lou?
This is crazy.
Black Lou's got
a whole backyard
house.
Yeah, I saw it. It's good stuff, man. That's perfect for your backyard, Lou.
Black Lou,
none of us have a yard.
Yeah, we got to talk to him. You're the only one with the yard. You need all this. You need to benefit from this.
Black Lou, this show is getting you laced up. You are getting laced up from this show. Next, we have commercials next week for Zoot Suits.
I'm in for that. Now that's what I want. I want a sharp hat.
It's got triple memory foam cushions, as we said, comfier than most indoor sofas. You'll love checking out Outer's more than 1,000 neighborhood showrooms across the country. See the difference at liveouter.com/bonfire. That's LIVEOUTER, liveouter.com/bonfire. Plus, for a limited time, you get $300 off plus free shipping. LiveOuter, LIVEOUTER.com/bonfire. Terms and conditions do apply.
You better listen up.
Machi.
You're going to thank me. I have the world's best gift. I mean it. It's the best gift ever.
Can I have it?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, this is the best gift.
Told you.
Tell them what it is.
Everyone knows that flowers, especially roses, are the number one gift mom wants on Mother's Day. But here's the thing. That gift was so good it made me burp.
Damn.
A week later, they're in the trash.
That was a medical burp.
Yeah, it was a medical burp. It sounded like just gargling.
Yeah.
Nothing left but a memory and a credit card bill. But if you want to give a great gift that she'll cherish forever, here it is. Picture it. A real long-stemmed American beauty rose. Deeply dipped in pure 24-karat gold.
Send one to the dish, dude. The dish. She'll love it.
I will.
My mom, I've gotten her these before. They rule.
Well, right now I'm going to go to IHateStevenSinger.com, click on the roses to see the entire collection, and I'm going to pick one. Exclusive colors, perfect for mom, like his I Love You Blush Pink, or brand new creamsicle, starting at just $59. Only available at IHateStevenSinger.com. Free shipping, free personalized love note, and free lifetime guarantee. But don't wait, Mother's Day is early this year. Steven Singer Jewelers, real roses for your real love. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Fire, dare I say, from a bonfire.
A bonfire to a while. It caught on in the forest.
It caught on. And as a volunteer firefighter, just going to my act. As a volunteer firefighter.
2 shows.
Are you browbeaten with your own material? Yeah, I know preparing for a special is like where you're like, you have to remind yourself that night that these are good jokes. So you can tell them with oomph instead of going like, so this joke blows. I'm so sick of hearing it.
That's really it.
It is, yeah. You got
it really is, man. It's really like that. So, but I worked it out in great places. Houston, at the Riot. I don't know if you've done that room yet.
Riot?
The Riot. It's called the Riot. It's young guys, and it's not been around that long, but I did 4 shows there, so it's really great. Vancouver, House of Comedy, and then Cleveland Hilarities. That was a 4 shows.
Yeah, dude, going back to the roots. Going back to those Ohio roots.
And Dan and I are not former lovers, as you said. We are on the down low.
Yeah.
Down low brothers.
On the DL.
Still best friends, dude.
Would you go back to Ohio? Do you go by the cannery and look and say, "Hey, Grandpa, you came to this country for a reason, and now I'm here to. I'm gonna bring pride to this family name."
Or do you
ain't canning mushrooms no more?
Or do you throw a rock at it like the house in Forrest Gump when Jenny's there? She's like,
"Fuck
you can't." He's like, "I bought Mike that cannery and I had it demolished."
And then I had it demolished.
2 shows tomorrow. Zany's Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Sold out.
I don't know what the numbers are, actually. I divorced myself from the numbers.
They're jerking Mike around.
Yeah,
but go to Zany's.
Keep it close to the hip. Hey, should I promote this more, or are we sold out? He goes,
show up. You'll see.
What do you think?
You'll see. They just keep saying that. You'll see. If you're in Nashville, you don't want to miss that. Tomorrow night, Mike is taping his hour special at Zany's. Directed by Nate Bargatze. Nate's going to learn how to direct.
Why don't you stand over there?
He goes, I don't know.
He's directing. I thought he was producing. He's directing it also?
He's producing and directing.
That's awesome.
What if you find out...
What great advice. He goes, it's a little bright, no?
I don't know. Damn it. You end up
Take it down.
The final product looks like an Italian art film. He goes, I got my beret on.
He goes, can you guys put a title card at the end that says Finn?
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
Is he working with him on this special? Have you seen Nate become the mayor of Nashville?
He's already the mayor of Nashville.
I know.
He really is.
Yeah, he's really something. I mean, I'm on the road with him too, so people are just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, when I come off stage, like, because we all started together, so I don't know if I put context in it for the fans, but we all started together, you know, working like the Boston Comedy Club, and Nate was barking, and I was hosting, and all like, so we started together, and now to like open for him in these sold out theaters, and then come off stage, and then the lights dim and the music kicks on, he walks out, and it's just.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a wave every time.
The first time I got to see in person that for Burr was one of the first people. Like I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he had gotten very popular upon like leaving for LA. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going back to like we're doing 12 people at Caroline's on a Wednesday 7:00 show that's just like a house show, and all those things, and him just kind of like grunting it out with the rest of us and doing colleges and everything. And then I remember him going out on a New Year's Eve. We got booked in that San Fran New Year's Eve thing a few years back at that Masonic temple. And I mean, watching him walk out, I mean, they were like, they couldn't believe he was there. The explosion of that. And you're like, wow. Dude,
and all of us have worked the cellar. So, you know, the two pop syndrome where it's the name, it pops, and then they see them, and then they pop, and then they're like, "You are,"
because they kind of can't believe it. They kind of think it's a joke after the name.
Because I get this, I got the crowd goes, "Okay," and that's the first pop of like, "All right," and then they see me and they go, "Oh Christ, this guy."
I have one guy stoked.
Two different pops.
I have one guy stoked and makes everyone feel awkward in his area. He's like, "Yes." No one else.
Yeah.
And you go,
thanks, guy.
He's doing a good thing. He's trying to bring everyone on board.
Right.
But we all know he's not going to move them.
I have some people come out from this show who go, they're in line for tickets, and I'm like, God, no one knows me here, and they'll go, crackle, crackle.
Yeah, it's the identifier. It's the identifier. How long have you been in Nashville? Since Sunday?
I came in Sunday night, Easter night. Jay, I don't know if you knew.
I did know that. It's also Passover.
Nice. Wow. Way to step on their toes.
I'd argue Jews are responsible for both holidays.
Yeah, they did, dude. So basically, God bless and you're welcome.
A guy can't resurrect if you don't kill him. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is guys walking around living.
Yeah. You guys killed Lord. You're welcome.
Yeah. He makes it to 34 without the Jews.
Yeah. You wanted a reason to see your mom on a Sunday? You're welcome.
I don't know. Do you want some pastoral? What are they called? Yeah. Light pastels?
Yeah. You want to eat some of your kids' peeps? Well, you're welcome. Jesus had to go down.
What do you want to be a pagan and just celebrate the spring?
Yeah. Why don't you just have Halloween every holiday, you freak?
Man, best candy, easy as Easter.
It's a fertility goddess holiday, actually.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
Pagan.
Easter is.
Can you do me a favor and not take Marcus's microphone to tell your white girl babble bullshit?
I just had to tell you guys.
Are you going to tell Marcus that you're a water sign? What's next?
You just got Marcus. Stop hitting on Marcus.
Is Mercury in retrograde or whatever? However you say that.
Christ,
first
she's
word?
doing facts about Easter. She's doing real facts.
She's doing the Armenian shit though.
Stop! It's your second biggest holiday. I lived with you for 10 years.
Yeah? You want to take your religious advice from a race of hairy hobbit feet people? These Armenians?
We're like the first Christian church.
Yeah, and you have to shave your toes. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should
like Italians don't have to shave their toes.
Oh,
damn.
Shots fired in the car.
Armenians coming for the Italians.
Oh, yeah. Finally, that war.
All I'm saying, hairy feet, God doesn't favor you.
Let's rob a mafia poker game tonight, guys. Come on, let's do it.
Nashville mob.
Make way.
They do have the guns here.
Oh, open carry, right?
I love it.
Yeah. That, like open carry.
Open.
I've gone into like a smoke shop, and the guy had it like right in his thing, and I was like, "Wow, dude, you just carry it like that?" He goes, oh, "It's a smoke shop, man." I don't know. I've been to smoke shops all over the country. It's the first time I've seen the guy strapped.
I've been to some pretty dicey ones that don't have that.
You know, maybe a loose cat.
Are you thinking about moving to Nashville? Just going full Nate?
Well, yeah, full Nate. That's what it's called. That's what it's called, too. Go full Nate.
Going full Nate?
New York's really not for me anymore.
Because do you know you moved to Nashville and you started doing arenas? It's pretty fucking crazy. Vecchione's out there with his name plastered on a bus.
Would you get out of New York if you could?
Depends on the situation, but yeah I would.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I could definitely get out.
You can do it right now because you have a huge following. Like, you can hit the road and just, like... I don't know, how much are you in the city now?
No,
I rarely see any of you guys.
I do love doing radio. I like doing the radio, like, in New York studios is pretty great. But I could be talking and doing anywhere.
Right.
Honestly, but, like, New York just makes sense. While Isabella's there and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. But she's 19. Isn't that crazy?
Take everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to a new city.
Get out of there.
My daughter's going to be 20 this year. That's fucking wild.
Are you going to have a drink with her on her 21st?
Christine said, yes, I'm going to.
I mean, but Christine and I are alcoholics.
Yeah, Christine wants to now. She's like, why wait?
Yeah.
We gotta give her champagne early so she's not...
Champagne? I figured you'd take her to a bar where there's buckets.
Yeah. Oh, let's get her some table service, me and my daughter?
Let's get a big old fucking, an old Final Four Budweiser bucket filled with Coors Lights.
She goes, this to me the other day, she goes, I'm interviewing, I hope she didn't do it. I was like, I'm interviewing for a job, actually, and I'm like, okay. She's like, a bartending job. I'm like, bartending? But you don't know how to bartend. She goes, you don't really have to bartend. There's not even really alcohol there at all. I went, huh? Well, no, there is alcohol, but she's like, that. She goes, not really much to do. It's just getting beers and stuff. And I was like, why? She's like, it's a strip club. I went, what? She goes, no, I'm not like a stripper. She's like, I do know her. That's not really her personality.
Right.
She's like, no, but you can make a lot of money being a thing. She goes, it's where they filmed Hustlers at. And I was like, nah. Not like that. I go, God. I'm asking you, please. And I know I really can't stop you from doing it, but just know, like, I'd hate that. I'd hate that if you're working in a strip club. Like, just leaving there at night, the whole thing's bad. Yeah. She goes, I'm not going to be a stripper. I go, but you're around a bunch of strippers and shit.
It's also funny what you recommend. You go, can you find a Red Robin?
Yeah.
Can you find an Applebee's?
I got to go in there one day to pull her out there, and as I walk in, everyone's going, Jay, what's up? Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, Jay, you want me to play your song?
He goes, damn, dude, we just finished cleaning your cum out of that back lounge. You're back already? Like,
look who it is.
Guys, please, I'm here to see my daughter. It's not it's professional. I'm here on a professional level.
Hey, here comes the slug, dude. This guy always leaves a trail of goo behind him. And you go, hey, my daughter's bartender.
Oh, well, if it isn't Rope Sokerson, what's up, dude? Welcome back.
So was she agreeable to that? Did she go, okay, that's...
There's no agreeable. It was just, I mean, she was like, she knows my place on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
I mean, she doesn't look to be going, like, she's not really rebelling in any way.
That's good.
I haven't given her any reason to.
I mean, did you ever date anybody that worked at a strip club or know anybody that worked at a strip club? Because those fucking...
Know anybody?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I've known a zillion people.
Adele worked in for the GM of the Stand.
All right, why don't we blow up her business?
No, she did for years.
Her money when she was underage, too.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Did you guys know that? She was on America's Most Wanted.
I think she's currently a heroin mule.
Yeah.
For a year. She knows how to deal with men in a different kind of way.
Oh.
She taught me some things about
fully
dealing with
aroused.
What kind of way?
Yeah. When they're like, it's just humping air because they don't know what to do with themselves.
You actually grab their ear and you can actually control them. She's like Steve Irwin, but with horny dudes.
You see, there's a point right between their forearm bones where you can move their whole body.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have their erection through their pants touch your arm, which is uncomfortable. But then you can grab their sack. Now you have the control. But I'm saying, like, did you ever have like a friend in college at Penn State or someone you knew that you're like, they secretly worked at a strip club? Because there's like 2 or 3 girls I knew that did that.
Were they strippers?
No, they were cocktail waitresses.
They were cocktail waitresses.
But right, we never really know.
I think bartender, like a bartender at a topless. It was always like the most
classy,
the most vanilla of the dirty.
Fully alcohol though. That's how you get alcohol. Can't show fucking bottoms.
Back when I was doing Tony and Tina's wedding in South Philadelphia, which I know you guys will have a field day with.
No, dude, the poster was on your wall. I would never make fun of you doing it.
Right next to Jesus and Rocky.
For real, dude. It almost looked like...
And an African mask. I got you an
African.
It was
African mask, yes! Dude. I had Jesus and African Jesus from Jay.
Yeah. I honestly... It looked like I was trolling Mike by the way that he hung stuff up. He'd be like, well, what are you going to put a Godfather picture up? I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, I am. 2 Jesuses, a Philly Eagles.
Yeah.
And a Tina and Tona's wedding.
That's all of it. I think that's it. Yeah.
And then Mike
had the hope chest.
Then Mike had to deal with me putting wrestling memorabilia all over the house. But
Mike's like, hey, if I have to bring a girlfriend home to championship belts that I can't explain.
Oh, you mean the winged eagle held by Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Bret Hart, and Stone Cold
If you could jot
Steve
that
Austin?
down for me, because I'm having a hard time having these girls think that I don't take care of a special needs child in here.
She goes,
so is your roommate
don't touch my wrestling cards. That's Dan, everybody. Don't worry. He's fine.
I challenge you to a match at SummerSlam.
He's not going to really SummerSlam. He might. If I go to the bathroom and he comes out, Don't touch them.
I want to meet Roman Reigns.
Okay. How old are you? 36.
I went by I think I told you this. I went by the old place.
It's a coffee shop now.
What?
No,
our apartment?
they turned our apartment into a coffee shop or upscale cupcake.
It's a human trafficking hub.
But I went by and they changed the blinds.
What?
Yeah,
they took down our brown. They've been there since the 70s, I think.
Yeah, dude, no, we put them in when I moved in 07. They were broken.
Yeah.
Dude, when they won, first of all, I heard that the sales pitch for a lot of people on our old apartment that is now a podcast studio is they tell the young comics that this was Big J. Okerson's old apartment, which is hilarious.
This is where he thought of all the hilarious stuff.
But when we moved out of that place, and a lot of my complaints, there was several more, so I'm glad we left, but a lot of my complaints with the place, like, dude, they haven't fixed these floors are grotesque. This countertop is gross. Like, they need to change these shitty New York apartment things. Like, get us new utilities, or not utilities, appliances. And they did, but they got us wrong-sized ones that were used from inside the building. It was all this crazy shit. We left, passed it on to those people, the house.
Right.
They took their rent down $900 from what we were or so, and then $700, and they sandblasted and fixed the floors and changed that. I'm like, you fucks.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's going up.
Yeah, it's up now. Who cares?
Well, we had that speed bump in our
God damn.
We had a speed bump in our kitchen.
That's
for
what
years,
kept Dan not fat. That's what kept Dan not fat at all.
Yeah, dude,
the speed bump slows you down, makes you think a little bit.
I also got to drop in like a half pipe if I want to wash my hands in the kitchen.
I would tell you, every time that I would trip on that, if I lived there, I'm saying, anytime I would trip on that, that's the kind of thing in a New York apartment that my age was getting me way over.
Yeah.
Like where you're like, why am I at 20-something? You're like, there's a speed bump in the kitchen.
Right.
Early 30s even, you're like, there's a speed bump in the kitchen.
Yeah.
When you hit like your 40s and stuff, you're like, every time I would trip on that, if I were you, I would have punched a hole in the fucking fridge.
I'm
like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
I was saying speed bump, but it was like a full-blown hole in your floor, right?
It wasn't a hole.
It was a speed bump.
It was a warped wooden board under the linoleum. There was a wooden board, or like fake linoleum. There was like a wooden board that got
Flinoleum.
And it bent up like that.
Right.
So it was under that. So it was like a speed bump. I mean, dude,
it was caused by something under the sink. There was some kind of a leak, but we didn't go down there very often. To be honest, we were afraid.
Yeah,
we called it the bad neighborhood.
We're probably sure there was mice and roaches, dude.
Under the sink?
Yeah, dude. It was
you're not wrong. We've had things like one part of our wall just started like from the inside, just like. I think when the guy finally like pulled it, he goes, oh yeah, there's just nonstop water pouring out behind the wall from pipes, and you're like, okay. He's like, I spackled it, and then like, a year later, it's like the same thing. It's like starting to wrinkle again. You're like, what's happening? He goes, yeah, we didn't stop the water.
I'd pull trash bags out.
You want to turn the water off in the building? Okay, smart move, idiot.
I'd pull trash bags out like, yeah. Like I was afraid something was going to get me.
Then we had a mold problem. We had a nice little mold problem in our bathroom.
Yeah, you told me how you guys handled that one. That was a real fucking, I hate this place. It's just a garbage bag
with garbage bags on it.
Just tape a garbage bag over it.
Yep, with duct tape.
It can't hurt us
through
the plastic.
It's contained.
Do you know what it is?
It's hefty bags.
You guys probably doing the same. You guys probably have the same thing I have, and it's funny when you eventually when your whole life isn't based around like, all right, every month I have to make this amount of money to pay my bills.
Yeah.
When you don't feel like that, you will change perspective. But for so many years, we're used to living in a place where you're like, I know this place randomly just catches on fire because of a bad electricity, but like if I say something, they're going to tell me I have to leave.
That's exactly how I felt.
Exactly what it is. Like, because the idea of that, and very soon, if not already, you almost beat yourself up about the idea. Why do we live with that speed bump? We should have been like, yeah, I don't know, I'm going to call like whoever's in charge of this. If you guys don't come in here and fix this fucking.
I started doing a thing where it was like he wouldn't come to do stuff, and so I would just be like, hey, look. This is happening. I'm going to give it a week. I'm letting you know. I'm going to give it a week. If it doesn't happen in a week, I got to call somebody in. They're going to do it.
It's coming out of the rent.
It's coming out of the rent.
Sure.
So I just did that a couple times, and he came.
When we moved out, when we were like, we had a third roommate, and finally I was like, dude, I can't take this. I can't take living in the windowless room. And Vecchione was like, yeah. That makes sense.
It's insane you've been in there.
Let's get a 2-bedroom, and we couldn't find a 2-bedroom in Queens that was the size of ours.
Hey, new girl, you want to come to my room and smell my 5 days worth of farts
and cigarettes? And then we went in.
Oh, indoor cigarettes in a windowless room.
He used to have to crack the door, and then when we turn the light on or make a lot of noise with the garbage, Dan would be like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah,
dude.
I had to.
What's funny about that is, my guest room, in my place now.
Yeah,
when it's cold out, like freezing out, sometimes I'm just like lazy. I'll close the door and the window opens like this way. I'll just smoke like laying on the bed, like the guest bed in that room. I spray so much shit in that room to like, and candles and everything to get rid of the smell, and leave the window open all the time. Like, and still when I walk in, I still can tell, I'm like, this is the room where something funny's going on. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? It's like if you walked in this room from anywhere else in the room, you'd be like, something's different about the air in this room. It's not bad, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine what that room must have stunk like.
It smelled like shit. It smelled like absolute shit. And I like, the biggest thing I regret about living with Vecchione was the first 2 years we lived together. I just smoked so many cigarettes in the house when I was drunk. And I'd just next day be like, nah, that's not going to happen again, dude. I'm sorry. And then he'd come home and I'd be watching an episode of The Wire.
Yeah, he said on the bed, he goes, sorry.
Sorry. Just smoking in the living room. I'm like, how are spots?
And if you don't smoke, I mean, if you smoke, it's gross. Ultimately, if you don't smoke, it's so gross.
Yeah. But I don't remember it being a huge problem because they had the window open and you would smoke, and it was you quit drinking like 3 months into, like, how long was it?
Yeah, I think you moved in like
11.
You moved in 2011.
2011,
and I quit drinking in 2013.
Oh, really? Was that long?
Yeah. So I mean, dude, 2012 I was blacked out most of 2012. It was getting wild. I thought it was going to be the end of the year. Those Mayans fucking lied to us. So I want Martin
you plotted your life on the Mayan calendar? That's chill.
Yeah, dude. I was like, December 21st, all this goes goodbye. And then it didn't. I was like, maybe I should get off the sauce. But, dude, I used to get drunk and come home late. Do you remember when, I don't know if were you living with me when Al Jackson used to stay on the couch?
No.
Dude, Al Jackson one time
stayed and the couch was uncomfortable.
It was broken. We had to, like, before I got we had a broken couch. We had to put a middle in the middle seat.
I remember when you got in the new couch, you showed it to me like MTV's Cribs.
I loved it. I loved that.
You're showing me functions of what couches should be able to do. He goes, you can lay on it, you can sit on it. You can put your arms on either side of you. Look at this. He goes, you can put one leg up on it, kind of like a knee up on it, and the other leg on the floor. It's wild.
You can build a fort with the cushions.
You take the cushions and you can put it this way.
I'd say it's pretty crazy how okay we were with all of that. And we were just fine with it. I was like, dude, rent's good. I'm like, the Queens, good neighborhood. It's like good food around here.
Great
we're living the life.
When we lived with Pete,
because you guys are both also like
on the road
workaholics to a degree, to like work junkies. So it's like you just needed a place to crash. At the end of the day, it was like clean enough, and you guys
for sure,
you guys just talk shit and bullshit and eat between doing show, wake up the next day and doing stuff again.
When we lived with Pete, so much stuff was out in the living room, and the couch was forward, and there was this stuff behind it that it looked like a flop house for burglars. It looked like it's where we took all of our stuff, and we were like, all right, we could stay here. This is under the train.
I was like, are you going to fence that tomorrow?
No, but you need at this age. Age, you need like a headquarters. You need like when you go home, you be like, I like my place. Like I'm comfortable in it.
Yes.
If I have to spend, what we've all learned, if I have to spend, I don't know, a year and a half in this thing, like every day, like why not go nuts? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was one, I knew the second I moved from Queens, I was going to be like, damn, how did I do that for that? Because I got 15 years and I just became accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then the pandemic happened.
When people were moving out during the pandemic of New York, and I saw them and I was like, what's wrong? Like the rent, like they're not taking the rent. They go, no, they were agreed to lower the rent and everything. It's like, well, why are you going back to whereverville, like from our building? And they're like what? Like what? Like why keep paying this much money, even like with the rent break, like to do what? There's no New York experience. I'm not like working at my job or anything. It's like I'm going back to Baltimore or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, dude. And it was funny watching people in LA be like, oh, this pandemic's so hard. And you have a backyard. We're all in New York. We're all stuck in our apartments.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
On top of each other. Laying on top of each other.
Clapping for the medical workers like we cared. That thing died out so quick.
Trying to make us all feel good about ourselves.
Everyone's like, I care, I support.
It's 6:55. Wear your pants.
Yeah. By the end of it, there's one like across from Mattel's place. Yeah. There was a guy. We went up there to his roof one time, just like happened to be around the time they were doing the 7 o'clock thing, and he was like, "Oh yeah, there's from the Metropolitan Opera House, something like where the Symphony, New York Symphony, like." Trombone player or something over there and plays something every night, and like he was playing a thing, and I was like, by that point of the fucking quarantine, you're like, I'm gonna see if I can hit him with a rock. I'm gonna see if I can get a rock right in the horn of that thing.
I bought an airsoft gun. I think I could hit him from where I'm at if I soup this thing up with CO2. Dude, having Nate just direct your special is fun. Do you think you're gonna bump creatively with him? Is he's like, I want a sweeping shot. Lands on you.
I want Harper to introduce you. Doesn't make sense.
That's your thing.
He goes,
It's not going to make sense to you right
stamp.
now.
That's my stamp. That's how you know it's Nate Bargatze. He goes, it's that, or this one's going to say Nate Bargatze. He presents real big,
and your name
Mike
small.
Vecchione a little bit.
A little bit. That's be great if I just show up tomorrow and he goes smacks me in the face. And he goes, that's the first thing.
Yeah, respect.
That's the first rule of Nate Land.
Welcome to Nate Land. I'm the president, the queen, the king. Hell, I'm everything.
I'm everything.
He goes, how you feel? You feel good? You're going to be good? Yeah, you're going to be good. I put money on you.
Yeah, don't blow this for me. That's what he keeps saying. Don't you blow this for me. It's a big opportunity, Mike. It's a very big opportunity.
My girl Larbar better be out one of these nights.
She's coming
tonight?
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, she said she's out all night, but I was asking her if she's coming out tonight, too.
Yeah.
She said she thought Kid Rock stuff was happening on Wednesday as well.
No way. It's tonight.
Jay's going to try to become best friends with Kid Rock tonight.
Nice.
I'm going to go hang out.
Larbar could really help. I need that accent with me.
She goes, oh, Jay.
Hey, Bob, here's my friend Jay.
Is he performing at the bar, or what's he doing? He has a bar, right?
So it's two things. Tonight is first is the Ryman Auditorium Kid Rock Comedy Jam. It's very confusing, I will say, the way they've promoted these things. It's the Kid Rock Comedy Jam, and then the same people performing on that, which is me, Josh, or not Josh, I'm sorry. Me, Eleanor Kerrigan, Donnell Rawlings, Shane, Chris Porter, I think Steve Byrne maybe, and then those people are all going over to Kid Rock's bar afterwards for the goddamn comedy jam where we will be singing.
Nice.
You know how I do.
Oh, I know how you do.
Got talked out of singing Kid Rock songs, but whatever. Everyone said it would be corny if I sang Kid Rock to Kid Rock. I thought it was going to be the thing that was going to put us over as best friends.
He's like, damn, dude, listen to him deliver my song. I need this guy in my life.
Listen, when we had Everlast on the show, and I said I'm going to do my Everlast impression, we should all do an Everlast impression. Bert Kreischer talked me out of it. He said, it's a terrible idea. These guys take themselves too seriously. You won't like it.
Yeah.
But then Bert, who talked me out of doing that, then proceeded to ask him if you play the guitar right now, Everlast, I'll get naked right now in the studio if you play the guitar right now. Like that was, he was saying.
Vecchione was there.
I was there for that.
Were you there for that? Oh, yeah. I'll
there.
get naked if. What a crazy thing.
Yeah. Play the guitar, I'll get naked.
I totally forgot you were there because that was the thing. Talk about when you bring a friend somewhere and they do something crazy. He goes, oh, hey, Everlast, we don't always have this guy here threatening to get naked if you do stuff.
Hey, I just want you to know, like, if we ever hang out again, this guy won't be getting naked.
Yeah, I promise you he won't get naked.
Please don't be mad, Everlast.
But Everlast really had that exactly how you think Everlast would handle it. He's like, nah, dude, I'm all right.
Don't get naked.
And I'm like, Bert, why'd you think that was going to work out?
Yeah. And he's like, no, it'll be good. Watch this. Dude, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see this special.
I'm so pumped.
Me too. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
How's it going to go over?
How are you feeling? Are you like nervous?
It's going to go great.
I'm feeling good, but I had that thing that Jay said where it's like I've just been running it. But it's a thing I said too. I'm having the order. I'm like keep moving the order around.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have it written out. So like because I want to be in the bit. I want to be in the jokes. I don't want to be having to think about what's the next thing.
I'm going to yell out your punchlines.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you a better
Sorry.
comedian.
Also, while you're doing this, I'm reviving MTV's Boiling Points. So
get ready. He's going
to
push
see how much
limits.
I can bring so I can drive you nuts during your speakers. Jay, it's a special, man. Please.
Jay, can you please? Do you have your outfit picked out?
Yeah.
Oh, young Dylan, when he hosted for me a thing, did his every young comic when they're having a moment on the stage to do that same like, that's okay, sir, I'm just up here living my dreams. Like, you can almost like say it before they say it. You're like, it's such like the beginning like line of comedy.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just watching my dreams die.
No, it's fine,
But
sir.
it's actually the main thing that's on TikTok right now.
What is people living their dreams?
No, people doing crowd work on people doing. You going to the bathroom, sir? What's going on with that?
Is that
You
really
gonna
what
go
it
do
is?
drugs?
I saw someone tweet out like, "Yo, a bunch of comics owe Steve Hofstetter a thank you for destroying all those hecklers." Steve Hofstetter walked so all these TikTok comics can run.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? A bunch of TikToks doing a bunch of crowd work?
It's like hecklers. It's like
hecklers.
It's not good, I don't think, for stand up.
No.
To be putting up clips of people heckling, being like, "This is how you'll get online in a
Right.
viral clip." Because
Well, this is how you can draw. It really is because people follow them and then they end up drawing from it.
And then you have to be like, I have to
I don't want to
destroy
draw
5
people that think they have to come. It goes, oh, I'm going to go. This guy's coming to town to heckle. I'm like, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
That's actually not what it is at all. It's not to heckle.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to have to, have like a quota of hecklers to destroy a show.
Yeah.
What was this is our pothead problem. What was the thing before the show that we said we would talk about with Mike? Did we do it? Right? There's a whole thing like that'll be great to talk about with Mike.
My sexuality is fluid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
I think we were talking about. We were talking about when we lived together.
Fluid sexuality, I think, is what it was.
I think it was. Who knows? It'll probably pop back up on Wednesday, and then we'll have to call Mike outside while you smoke, and be like, "Hey."
I had a pontificating question today as I was watching a pedophile hunt. It's: do you think if you went to any of these pedophiles and said, I can snap my fingers right now and you're going to be with a gorgeous adult woman and have a great job, are they like that? Or is it like, no, I'm super into kids?
Nah, yeah, like, thanks, but no thanks.
You think? Or do you think it's just like, they're such like losers, they're just like, well, this is the way I can make it happen, probably?
I don't know. I don't know if that's like.
Dan, I don't think people are so lonely.
Yeah, I don't think you're so lonely you just go to pedophilia. I don't know if you're like, God, I'm really striking out on Tinder. Let's see what's going on over at the schools.
No?
What's going on at the local middle schools?
Pretty sure it's years of abuse.
Yeah. It's usually sexual abuse.
There's probably that for sure, too, but I'm also saying, like, here, what I'm saying is more when they, seeing enough of these, when they catch these people sometimes, it seems like they do initially respond thinking they're talking to an 18-year-old. Then they go, actually, I'm 13 or 11 or whatever, and they go, that's cool. No, they just go, that's cool, because I think they're just engaged already. Like, I think they were hoping it was a fucking 18-year-old, and then they're like, well, I'm actually 12, and it's like, but you're a girl and you're still going to talk to me? All right, then.
Listen, sometimes I want to have, like, a reasonable snack for dessert. Maybe an apple with peanut butter.
And you fuck a kid?
And then I remember that there's EL fudge cookies there. And they're so tempting and so bad.
Yeah.
Are you a lawyer
like pedophilia?
That's a good defense for the pedophile at trial.
I'm telling you.
He was already engaged.
It's almost always their defense. And I don't it's not, it doesn't matter. They should still get in trouble for what they've done and whatever. Right. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, I wonder if it's like, if someone's just like, I'm sure there's definitely people who are like, chemically fucked and like attracted to young kids versus someone who's like, I'll engage. A lot of these things I feel it's like they even stop engaging before they like, get caught by the person because they're like,
but they have to show up, right? It has to be the talk and then they have to show up.
Yeah. No,
maybe it's the pizza.
Maybe it's in the pizza. Do you think it's in the pizza?
Like, dude, he gets it from Mario's. I mean, sure, you go to fuck the kids, you stay for the pizza. That's basically how Chris Hansen works. He goes, if they're coming in here and they're going to walk in the lion's den, I'm giving them a good slice.
Jay, I showed Christine. You have that thing where it was like the guy walks in, he's just the guy who's unapologetic.
Oh, we watched it on the show. The guy eats a slice and then he offers, he tells Chris Hansen, he brings a pizza and he eats it. Chris Hansen's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing here? He goes, no, then he goes, now why don't you tell me, what are you doing here? He goes, you mind if I get a little something first here? And he goes,
he's folding it.
Yeah, he goes, that's good. That's good. He goes, what's up? And he goes, and by the way, this is his face. I saw it again recently. He goes, what are you, like her father or something? Like, I'm like, damn, dude. You better hope not.
This guy is so shitty.
He goes, what are you, your father or whatever? You guys are a fucking kid in your house.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Whatever.
You didn't give a shit.
I'm on hard for a kid. I got a slice of your pie.
I showed Christine today, the young girl, the 23-year-old who does it and then shows up. I said, she really is. Isn't it great? She's just like, you're fucking gross, dude. It's like it's even worse getting dressed down by a girl. Like all the other ones are like guys going up to them being like, look, here's your things. And we're reading these things. And you're a piece of shit. It's more like...
Oh, I thought you meant the girl who poses like where she comes down. She goes, I'm just going to jump in the shower. I'm going to be right out.
No. This is
some of the best acting out there.
It's a different girl.
How's she date?
He goes, you got to go to work? She's like, I got to trap this pervert.
Yeah, I have to go play a 14-year-old. Don't worry, I'll be home to fuck you later, even though I'm not 14.
It's movie night. And she goes, hold on, I'm getting a call. He's like, babe. And she goes, I got to trap this pervert. She pauses it. She's like, hello.
That other one I told you about is picked up again, by the way. The one where the girl, like, they do way too much to get way too little information.
Oh, yeah, it's like female Chris Hansen.
Yeah, like she goes herself undercover.
It's on Discovery?
Discovery Plus.
I think she loves dressing up like a teenager.
She does, because she goes in there, and the guys whack off in front of her, and then she she's looking at the guy, and while he's whacking off, and then she, like, holds hands with her friend down here, who's, like, holding her hand, going, like, you're being so brave getting through this, and she's like... They go, she's going to need a few minutes. Like, she just had to sit there for 45 minutes while that guy masturbated to her. It's like,
45 minutes?
No, she didn't. At any given time, when he pulled his dick out, she could have been like, my mom's calling me or whatever, and closed the thing.
Right.
Like, she just sat there and took it. And she's like, and when they're done, they're like, you were so strong and brave back there watching that man masturbate for 45 minutes. Goes, no.
Every time you bring
that
up.
Him. And then after all of that, by the way, they end up going like, so what do we have on this guy? He goes, I think I have like a state that he's in. Like, after all of that, they don't have much information. These other guys they go on like an app and they're like, "Hey, I'm 11. You want to fuck?" And they're like, "Yes." And they show up and fucking get them. This girl's like, "We have a whole dossier on this guy."
Dude.
Do they still do the cops jumping them as they walk out there? Am I free to go? They're like,
yeah, why don't you go outside?
Oh, dude, that was the best.
Yeah, you should be fine. Yeah, just why don't you fuck across the lawn?
Well, it's funny was they started to know.
I don't know if you like concrete. I don't know if you ever had rug birds from concrete, but
do you remember they started to know?
Go through the grass. Remember
they started to know by the end. He goes, so I just leave. He goes, I can't hold you here. You're free to go whenever you want to go. And he goes, there's police outside there, isn't there? And he'll be like, maybe. I don't know.
What would you do?
He goes, I saw the show where this is the show where they're going to tackle me outside. He goes, I don't know.
Do you ever think that,
I'm just telling you that I'm not holding you here. You can do whatever you want.
Do you think there was ever once a guy that was like, "Hey, Chris, I'm going to level with you. Second team All-State running back. I'm going to hit that hole. I don't think your cops are going to stop me. I'm going to get to my Taurus at the end of the block, and then I'm bouncing."
You better hope to God he doesn't have automatic start on his car.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a north to south back. I'm not an east to west guy. I'm running forward, and I stay grinding.
I'm not a third down back?
Yeah, you better let me know. I'm Jerome Bettis. I'm Mike Allstott. I'm going to fucking plow some of your boys.
That's so fun. That was the best one. It's so funny. When he used to get to that, was the best. He goes, so I could just leave whenever I want to leave. You go, yeah?
Yeah, go right now.
He goes, there's no cops waiting outside for me. He goes,
wouldn't do that to you.
Could be. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't call them.
Is it raining? Who knows? Gotta go outside.
Yes. If you think I called them, I didn't. So.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna take a break. We're hanging out with Mike Vecchione, one of the greatest human beings ever to walk this planet.
Hey.
We love him. If you're in Nashville, try to get tickets.
A dashing man. Let me give some more things.
Dude. I'm telling you right now, it's the best.
An earnest man.
It's better
most
than
importantly,
good.
Hilarious man.
It's better than good. It's the best. We're going to be right back. It's the Bonfire.
Oh, wait, you know what?
Commercial right over some Wu-Tang.
That would have been awesome.
Fortune favors the bold, the strong, the brave. Hey, listen, for your business to break out of anything holding you back, you need business checking as brave as you are. Introducing Novo Business Checking. Novo is powerfully simple business checking, and unlike traditional banking, Novo has no minimum balances, no transaction limits, and no hidden fees. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo's customized to your business to save you time and to free up some cash flow. With seamless integrations to Stripe, Shopify, QuickBooks Online, and more, you can sign up for Novo for free and join the community of over 150,000 fearless small businesses who found the customizable business checking solution that admires their brave. Sign up for your free business checking account right now at novo.co/bonfire. Plus, the Bonfire listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts. Go to novo.co/bonfire to sign up for free. Novo Platform Incorporated is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings, FA, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
People don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. And let's not forget about doom scrolling, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, undereating, and overeating. So basically, if anything's wrong, you should probably go to therapy. And that's good for you. I've been in therapy for years. It's helped out. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't, but then sometimes you realize, hell, it does. Talking to someone, it's got a lot of benefits to it. Stress shows up in all kinds of ways, and a world telling you to do more, sleep less, and grind all the time. Here's your reminder to take care of yourself. Do less, and maybe try some therapy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/crackle. That's BetterHelp.com/crackle.
Listen up. You're going to thank me. I have the world's best gift, and I mean it. It's the best gift ever, and here's why. Everyone knows that flowers, especially roses, are the #1 gift mom wants on Mother's Day. But here's the thing. A week later, they're in the trash. Garbage, gone, nada, nothing left but a memory and a credit card bill. But you want to give a great gift that she'll cherish forever. So here it is. Picture it, a real long-stemmed American Beauty rose, deeply dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It's guaranteed to last forever. You want to see what I'm talking about? Why don't you go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com and click on the roses to see his entire collection of exclusive colors, perfect for mom, like his I Love You Blush Pink or the brand new Creamsicle, starting at just $59. Only available at IHateStevenSinger.com. Free shipping, free personalized love note, and a free lifetime guarantee. You can't beat that. But you can't wait now. Mother's Day is early this year. Steven Singer Jewelers, real roses for your real love. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Ba-na, ba-na, ba-ba-ba.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Clay.
Right there,
How
dude.
close is? And then he taught in Philly.
So I went to West Oak Clay, and I lived in Northeast, and then I lived in South Jersey.
I taught in the Northeast. I taught at Woodrow Wilson Middle School
No
on
shit.
Cotman Avenue.
Yes.
Were you my student?
No. When I went to Franklin High School for a little bit.
Nice.
Where in South Jersey?
Washington Township.
Absolutely. My mom still lives in Blackwood.
Yeah.
Right down there, that whole area. Yeah. That's where I graduated Triton High School.
Really?
Yeah. On Black Horse Pike.
Played you guys in football.
Triton?
Yeah.
Not me, you didn't. That was the my senior year. I changed there my senior year from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We moved there, and I said I did, for some dumb reason, like 4 days of Hell Week, and then I was just like, on the fourth day, I just wasn't getting it. I literally, it's one of my Shane Gillis' favorite things. I went on there from playing just neighborhood football my whole life,
Right.
and I was built probably heavier even than I am now. And I went in there, and they were like, you got to be on the football team. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to be on the football team. And they go, and I was like, so I mean, like, do you guys already have a quarterback, or like? And they're like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. It was like, oh,
yeah, they're like quarterback. I'm like, oh, I go, yeah, I'm a little big for quarterback. So I'm guessing what, like a tight end or like a fullback or something. They go, you're going to be the offensive lineman. I was like, oh. And then just 4 days of that, I was like, this is boring. Like, I don't like this part. Yeah. Like, I want to be part of, like, I want to catch a ball over my shoulder and do a fucking dance I've worked on my whole life.
Yeah. I played it a little bit. I played, obviously, neighborhood football in Philly, and then they saw me play in Jersey. It was like, oh, you should play it. I'm like,
yeah, dude. It's a different.
I played for a little bit.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah, Jay's trying to come in and play quarterback over a guy that's been being developed by that high school since seventh grade.
Name was Kurt Anderson.
Yeah.
What a perfect quarterback.
Kurt Anderson had been playing 7-on-7 from the time he was 12 years old. Jay.
There's Jason Okerson stepping on his foot by accident and falling and apologizing the entire time. Sorry.
Dude,
sorry.
Doing 2-a-days when you've never done football practice, because Vecchione and I played football for, I played all through middle school and high school, you too, right?
Yep.
And you just you show up for 2-a-days and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And we love it. So the fact that
I didn't play that much. I didn't want to get molested. Sorry, you guys, though. But that's how you guys became comedians. That's okay.
Taught humility. Wow. Yeah. You taught humility, taught how to give it back.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Vecchione got Sandusky'd for years by Sandusky. You were right there.
Right, Penn State.
You were there when he was there.
I was there when he was there.
Damn, dude, all that was going on, and you were showering.
Do you feel hurt that he didn't get you, or were you just lying to us?
No, I think my whole thing is I was a criminal justice major, and I didn't figure it out.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I think they should take my degree back.
Yeah,
it really goes, you saw things.
Hey, Mike, can I ask you a question?
You saw how edgy guys were. You'd go up behind other players sometimes. They'd be like, hey, man, stay in front of me.
Well, dude, the fucked up part about Sandusky was he ran a camp for wayward kids.
Yeah.
It was just feeding them. When's that documentary coming out?
Let me ask you a question, Dan. Let me ask you a question, Dan. Do you think he wanted to run a camp for young children, or do you think it wanted to be for adult hot chicks, but that's all he could get?
What do you mean I can't do lingerie football camp? Well, then, little boys it is.
I like to think that pedophilia is all circumstantial.
He goes, listen, I want to run my Busty Babe football camp. The nude Busty Babes, ladies of football. Instead, I get these boys, these young, supple boys.
So are you Eagles, Sixers, and everything?
I'm everything Philadelphia.
Sixers game. Everyone out there who knows who's listening, 45 minutes, kickoff game 2 against the Raptors.
I'll be drinking, watching it.
Fuck yes, dude. Me and Shane Gillis going to be trying to find a TV. I hope the Ryman's got TVs in the back. Do you know if the... None?
None.
Wow.
I bet you talking about the backstage area.
Yeah,
none.
I bet they have a mechanical bull though.
No,
not even that.
I like how much Marcus shot that down. He's like, absolutely
not. There's a wild beaver right in the corner that has some mechanical bull though.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
We'll hit the wild beeve later.
Yeah, I'll be watching this game on my phone. I'm gonna be watching on my phone. I feel it.
Probably so.
Yeah, dude, you should.
Or you just go on one of the bars.
But the show starts a half hour into the game, so we got to be backstage.
Kid Rock's going to be like, "Where's my friend going? We just made waves."
That's what it is too. That's going to be my bad. When he comes up, he goes, "Hey man, I heard a lot about you. I want to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah." Hang on a second.
Hold up, they're on
Hang on a second there, Bobby.
They're on a 12-2 run.
Hang on, Bobby, right? Bob, whatever.
Yeah, Bobby.
He does go by Bobby.
And Tyrese Maxey. Damn. Yeah, me and Mike. There it is. Hit play the music. Me and young Mike V over here shared a lot of experience. But this is before anyone had not DVR, but like DirecTV and stuff.
Yeah, we used to
meet up every Sunday at a bar and go watch the games in New York. And for a couple of years we did that.
Eagles.
Watch the Eagles.
Go watch the Eagles game. We were all during the McNabb years.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah,
golden years.
Hey, can you verify something for me? I just want to know this is not all in my imagination.
Oh, boy.
Northeast High School was right across the street from the Purple Orchid Strip Club. Is that in my mind? Am I crazy? There was a strip club right across the street.
No, there was definitely a strip club across the street.
Nice.
From Northeast High School. Yeah, it's like...
You got to teach them the ways.
How did they get away with that zoning?
You got to teach these kids the ways of life.
Marcus, how old are you?
32.
Do you remember the Fantasy Show Bar on Black Horse Pike at all? That was a couple. That's when when you were 17. You can go into that one.
Wow.
No, I don't remember that one.
Oh, it was good. It was rank.
Fantasy Show Bar. We're on Black Horse Pike. We're at Black Horse Pike.
Down the other direction, like Belmar and
okay.
Like
no, I didn't go much.
Closer to Philly.
It's closer to Philly. I didn't go much out there.
Yeah,
except for concerts.
Do you guys remember the Red Robin in Cherry Hill, New Jersey?
Yeah. No,
I like to stop there and have a burger on my way to Philadelphia.
What the Christ are you talking about?
What's wrong with you?
It's bottomless fries.
Good Lord.
What about the Wawa in every corner?
Wawa's great. But don't fucking besmirch Red Robin.
Wawa?
I miss Wawa.
Wawa's a
It's what you're gonna miss forever while you're gone. That's the truth. We only live in New York, but I mean, like, when we go back home, it's like you have to go to Wawa. I miss.
I've been here for 12 years, and I've had people literally send me Wawa iced tea.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I'm working Helium like the second week of May, and you stay right by that
they
Wawa.
Put a new Wawa is on the same block, 2 blocks up from your hotel, right there.
Yeah, right there. On
I just did the new
Market
hotel
Street.
at DC Improv. Hotel is across the street from a Wawa.
Well, they're traveling down because my mom lives in North Carolina, and they're putting one in Cary, North Carolina.
Yep. Yeah.
They were in Florida too first.
Yes, Jacob?
Yeah.
I mean, you bonding with Marcus is making Lou livid. Lewis, Black Lou livid. He's miserable. He's texting me. This is bullshit.
Black Lou?
Yeah.
Why?
You're
I can't have
bonding
more than one
too
black
much
friend.
for them right now.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry that Black Lou is from New Jersey and chooses to be a Cowboys fan. That's insanity. Oh, Marcus.
So hurtful.
Oh,
Marcus.
You know what's funny is whenever we do this show on the road, inevitably someone on the staff gets upset with whoever we're bonding with in the new city. It's like when you come home smelling like other dog, and your dog is like, where the fuck were you? Who were you petting?
I was trying to create a rivalry between DJ Lou and Marcus. Turns out it's Black Lou and Marcus the whole time.
That's nice.
Marcus, how do you feel about the title Black Marcus?
I'm good with it.
Black Lou just throws something in his home studio.
Oh, come on!
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. That's why Vecchione and I have to marry Arcades because we can't get other roommates now. If Mike calls me up and he's like, "Yeah, I'm living with this guy Dave," I'll be like, "Oh yeah? Does he bring in tasty treats to leave on the?"
Well, most people say you gotta marry Katie because now she's just hanging around dashing baseball players all the time.
Dude.
I saw that picture, and those guys were dashing.
Yeah, I always joked around that I was afraid I was going to lose her to like a second baseman, and since she signed that MLB deal, I'm like, it could happen.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you want to go out to a nice rooftop restaurant? It's exclusive, blah, blah, all these things with Dan's like, I just want to get chicken fingers and go home.
She loves that.
No, I know.
That's why I landed the right girls, because she's
they
like,
all do.
Yeah, until they don't.
Until they don't.
She goes, I don't know. It's just, sorry, I didn't call you back. I was just at a wine bar on this roof.
I just tell Christine, she knows, Christine, you're only worth the food I give you. That's what you're worth. You're worth Peter Luger's once or twice a year. Besides that, shut up and eat your pizza.
Vecchione taping is special. ComicMikeV.com. Or wait, no, it's
at Comic Mike V on all.
And I also tweeted the link from Bonfire, so it's out.
Thank you.
Macaroni Rascals.
Macaroni Rascals, the podcast. But I'm very excited to, this whole reason we're down in Nashville is because originally I was just going to come down and see you tape, and then Jay's like, I'm going to be there. And it was like, oh, fuck. Well, then let's
Bonfire it up.
Bonfire in Nashville.
Well, thank you guys for
700 shows tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I said no to every one.
Yes.
I'm going to watch my friend Mike Vecchione.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Well, I hope
they
I
didn't
don't
offer me any
disappoint
shows
you guys.
tomorrow, but if they did offer me shows, I'd say no because I'm going to that. That's what I am going to say.
It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Man. And do you have any idea of when it's coming out?
No.
No, you guys just
I'm just got to get through this, and then Nate's on the production side of it.
Real quick question.
That's what I'm making dance.
Can I do a few minutes on it?
Hey, can I go up at the end?
Hey, I'm coming down, but yeah. Can I go up after you for a little bit?
Yeah,
No, I just want to try some
Crowd's
new
going to be
stuff.
hot, and I just kind of want to tell a story.
I'm like, ooh, they're juicy. Let me get up there and get a little bit of that.
Hey, Mike.
It's a taping, buddy.
You pulled the Amy Schumer during Brendan Sagalow's set. Mike Vecchione. It's Big J Okerson.
Can I try
a new joke?
No. Just stop the taping for a second. This isn't film. It's digital. Relax.
Yeah, just hit backwards.
What, do we got to
and then
close the
tape over.
gate? We're fine. Damn, dude. We have to wrap up in 30 seconds. How long, Lou?
No, we got a minute.
A minute and 10 seconds.
Well, I just can I say that I love you guys, and thank you for having me on, and thank you for coming. And,
You're one of the best comics working.
I want to hang.
You're taping a special tomorrow. Go see him if you're in Nashville.
Yeah.
Go to Big J Comic. Go to Comic at Comic
Or you're
Mike
too
V.
late. We don't know.
We have those here, but bigjcomedy.com for tickets. If you want to check out either Moon Tower, he's also going to be in Los Angeles at the Netflix Festival. Other tour dates, visit bigjcomedy.com. And, of course, the Bonfire podcast released every Tuesday through Friday.
And dansoder.com for all his dates. You know he's got Winnipeg Rumors coming up, as well as Philadelphia Helium. But the biggie this Thursday, Paramount Theater, Austin, Texas. Get your tickets at dansoder.com. It's not just a festival show. You can get individual tickets for it. So fill that bitch up. dansoder.com. And, podcast, merch, blah, 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 blah.
All that shit.
Well,
actually, what we really want to talk to you about.
Time to go become best friends with Kid Rock. See you guys in a bit. Next time you hear me, I'll probably be wearing his vest or something.
Doing a seance for Joe C.
Don't bring up Joe C, dude. It's his thing.
I won't bring it up.